Hello, this is Rosewater. If you have a live stream with 500 people in your live stream and you're on panel and you're having your discussion, the people that are in the live stream are involved in the situation that you bring forward. So you're going to have people with opinions, which shouldn't surprise you. It should not be a surprise that I have an opinion on what you people are doing. Last night was insane. MFW is gone rogue. You know she's gone rogue. She's been rogue for quite a while. She's been wrenching your people in your chats. She's been dictating to you, what you're going to say pretty much and what you're going to do, or I don't know. I understand that Wendy and MFW are not getting along, and Diane was just ignoring the fact that Wendy and MFW were not getting along. So you had all that tension that you could see the tension in your shows. Like, other people must have noticed that. It's not like a fun thing when Katie shows up. It's more like everybody get on guard when Katie shows up. So it was actually a miracle last night when Diane finally stood up for somebody other than Katie. She stood up for Wendy. Now, Wendy, you have your disagreements with MFW. I picked up on the tension between the two of you, but I never knew what the problem was. But you could see that you have a problem with her, but nobody knows the root cause of all these things, because you people talk behind the scenes and make deals, and like nobody else knows what's going on but you people. And then when you display it all, it's like, wow. So Wendy, all this time you've been keeping your mouth shut about MFW because Diane is your friend, but Diane is also a friend with MFW. So both of you Wendy, you're telling Diane, what you think of MFW, and then Diane is listening to what MFW thinks of Wendy. Now that must be very stressful. They really don't like each other. So when Wendy's on the panel, why in heaven's name would MFW be with a wrench? She's in there with a wrench. So you're undermining each other. You've been undermining each other for a few months now. And actually, I did point out a few places where MFW was literally undermining your chat, taking over your chat. And I have done a few videos to that effect, like trying to point out what she was doing. You didn't listen, or you didn't pick up on what I was telling you, but that's pretty much what I was telling you. Now, Randy, you should not, I know you don't want me to talk about you, but you were on the show. You were on 2 shows last night, so you have a lot invested in this. You bowed out and went to Katie. So what's going to happen now? So you've left Diane and Wendy licking their wounds and went over to take care of MFW. Why? Don't tell me you're friends. There's got to be something else, because you're a grown-ass woman. You've raised children. You've been married. You know how to facilitate peace, but there's no peace in her. Do you not see that? Do you not see that she is not at peace with herself? So how is she going to how are you going to talk her into peace? And actually, you should just be letting her go, unless you plan on doing a show with her. That's the only thing I could think of why you would be there. So either you've dropped Diane and Wendy and moved on to MFW, or you're trying to build a bridge for MFW to come back to Diane and Wendy. Now, if Wendy and Diane take her back, they'd be crazy. Absolutely crazy. Because she is the one that is causing all your shit. All of it. Not some of it. All of it. That's what she does. She tells you that's what she does. MFW has told you over and over and over again. She does not have friends. She does not trust anybody. She is a lone wolf. She doesn't need you. She doesn't need anybody. She can do it herself. That's what she says. Listen to her tapes. She repeats it over and over again. She wants to be by herself. She does not want to have to defend you people anymore. And that's what she's been doing, is defending you to the end and then getting shit on at the end of it. Like, I understand how she feels, actually. They don't defend her. They never did defend her. But she went like a pit bull after whoever offended them. Like, it doesn't. Now she wants to be left alone. So I suggest that everybody leave her alone. Let her do her own thing. And Randy, I don't know where you're going. I really don't. Are you staying with MFW? Are you going back with Wendy and Diane? Like, I don't even know how you can do that. How do you go and lick her wounds while you left the other two in tatters? And you just go back and forth now? Is Randy going to go back and forth between MFW and... I guess we'll all find out. Should be interesting. So, it's just an observation. I watched the shows last night and it was just like, wow, finally Wendy and Diane are standing up for themselves. But Randy, that really surprised me when you bowed out and went and took care of MFW in her time of need. When you probably should have stayed with Wendy and Diane in their time of need. Or maybe just bowed out between the two of them and just did what you said you were going to do and go to sleep. You should have just went to sleep. And then you wouldn't have got mixed up in the two stories instead of sticking with the one story. Now you're mixed up in two situations. So, whoever wrote the script for that one, it's not very good. I can't see how the ending's going to work. You might have to tweak the ending a little bit, but I'll watch. I'll watch to find out how you figure all this one out. Good luck with all that, and everybody have a nice day, and hopefully I'm talking loud enough for everybody to hear me.